Right now, anywhere we're doing it, listen to me right now. First of all, a big congratulations to you, because right now you are listening to the Morning Pipe Panda show. To everybody who don't be listening to us, who don't pay attention to this show since when we start this show, congratulations to you. It is very impossible if you tell me say you never learn one or two things about this particular, maybe even one or two things. At least we don't learn plenty things from this show, because like I always talk, some of the information where they come out from this show now, information is that people they pay a whole lot of money to go learn. But right here at the Money Pathfinder show with our guests then, we'll be in the studio will be Mr. Emmanuel and Mr. Anayo. You learn them free of charge. So guys, well done. This is courtesy of the Money Pathfinder show. Good evening to you, gentlemen.
Yeah,
how are you
doing?
So good to have you guys in the studio again.
Yes,
anytime we when they come like this, body don't always suit me, because I know say we are dishing out information that will help people. Yes. So if you listen to us right now, I want to beg you to please get your writing materials. If me, I the one way where I always advise people to take listen to radio. We say, wait till we talk. If you record them, you know, as we record them, some of the things will be say you don't really understand. When you reach out, at least you go take your time, listen to them again. You will understand them well, because our goal here is to make sure we bring you from where you are right now to where you are supposed to be at the Money Pathfinder show. Once again, good evening to you, gentlemen. Yeah. So, a special welcome to the Money Pathfinder show. Anayo, Ume, and Emmanuel Ogbo. It's great to have you guys in the studio once again. Mr. Anayo, can you just, I know the topic, but in the sweet mode, you hear from your mouth. Just give us a brief of what you want to talk about today, so everybody will get ready.
All right. The topic we are dealing with today is business intelligence.
Okay.
Business intelligence, why businesses fail in Nigeria. Okay. That's what we're focusing on. Okay.
All right. Why businesses fail in Nigeria? Yeah. There are so many reasons why businesses they fail. Some businesses they last 3 months. Yeah. Some business they start like everybody go they launch, they wear fine suit, will give that business 1 year. They say they go back to square one. Some people go give testimony so they don't get job. Church go clap for them, they will keep go. 2 years later, they don't resign. What's happening? Both them and the business don't fold. Now here you go for learn everything where they cost all that one. So I would like Mr. Emmanuel to evaluate the current level of business failure for this our country.
Okay, thank you, sir. Presently in Nigeria, the business environment, we experience 2 highs. One of the highs is that there's a high spring up of new businesses. Okay. So we have high spring up of new businesses. We also have high shutdown of existing businesses. High
spring up of new businesses. Yes. And high shutdown of existing businesses.
Exactly. So new businesses are coming up day by day. New businesses are springing up. Even in our environment, we are seeing new shops getting open. True. But before you know it, 1 year, even few months down the line, they are closing up. So based on statistics, at least 40% of small businesses, they shut down within their first 1 year.
True.
At least 40%. Then by the end of the second year, a minimum of 55% of businesses do not survive to see their or to celebrate their second year anniversary.
Very true.
Then by the time it is 5 years, over 80% of businesses do not get to achieve 5 years in business. So the rate of business failure in Nigeria is alarmingly high.
This the way you talk like this, I don't know whether as you take talk and whether it pain you as you take pain me.
As in very painful.
80% of businesses very open for Nigeria know they last 5 years.
That is it.
Which means the business is where they actually make the real money. No reach 10%.
That is it.
Max 10%. So which means the others are just starting and falling off, starting and falling off. Okay, this is a very alarming situation right now. I know that some of now who they listen to us right now, if they plan start business, listen attentively. When you don't go do mistake with others, don't make the best way to learn is to learn from others. Don't let that happen to you before you really work. Now this is really alarming, like I mentioned, and we really need to understand why there is such a high rate of business crashing in Nigeria. Mr. Anaya, I beg if you help us throw more light on this one, let's get to know what to do and what is causing it.
Exactly. So, just like my friend said, the crashing rate is alarming, and the opening rate also is alarming.
True.
And you know, even going forward, to even make it worse, going forward, by the 10th year of being in business, any business at all, many times you discover that 95% to 99% even close. That's when it gets to 10 years, going forward, 99 from 95 to 99% actually closes. So what really make the businesses that make it in 10 years is actually either 5% or 1% of the businesses that started in the last 10 years. That's how terrible it is.
I beg, if you give us one major reason.
Yes. So one of the core reasons why this happens is because of poor leadership skill, or poor leadership. And you know, this poor leadership actually reflects itself in the reasons why people go into business. Yeah, you ask an average person why you're in business, they tell you he's in business because of profitability. He just wants to make money. That's why he opened the shop. And we have discovered that many people that opened a business for the sake of profit, in fact, some of them, just like you mentioned, 3 months, 5 months, 6 months, check them on the street. Before you know it, they have closed. But when they open with a huge amount of money.
Very true.
But going forward, they close. What happened? Because the reason for starting the business was not strong enough to keep them in business. There are periods when profit might not come. But what makes you a solid businessman? That leadership ability that makes you to be able to have that resilience, to find way to make it work, even when things seem not to work. See, shaking is part of life, all right? In fact, another very funny reason why people go into business is, especially for those that have been sacked from their work, because they don't have any other job to do. They feel like it's time to go and start a business. True. See,
just like some people, they open church. Once they don't fire them.
Yes, yes. See, the fact you are sacked from your work does not give you, even if you have all the money in the world, that is not a guarantee for business success.
This is a sign. This is a sign.
It's not a guarantee for. I've seen many people make that mistake. The moment they are sacked, they will gather all their money and start a business. And by the time they start that business, 6 months down the line, maybe even those that manage to make it to 2 years down the line, before you know it, they fold up and they make statements like, I'm not cut out for business. It's not in my DNA to be a businessman. And so some of those weak reasons why people go into business are part of the reason why there is a heavy failure. Apart from the fact that, yes, we know that there is infrastructure problem. We know that there is policy problem. We know that there are certain problems. But even those problems are not problems if you're a businessman. Yes.
Very, very true. Talking about the leadership skill where you put there, I think it's very true. I was reading one book, Good to Great. I don't know if you've read about it. Jim Collins. When he talk about, I think it was Fargo company, talking about how the company was going to fold up, and all of a sudden one guy came. The guy had a level 5 leadership skill, and he was able to use that level 5 leadership skill to bring back the business. So I totally agree with you that the executive, the leaders, has a very big role to play. Our leaders of this country, when are they listening? Not only business we talk about, affect you now. The leaders of this country have a very big role to play. Don't say me, I don't really say a person like that. It's very big.
Yes, and you know, just to add to thing, you see, this leadership thing what they talk, it cut into 3 areas. 1 na personal leadership, 2 na business leadership, and 3 na organizational leadership. So while you are leading yourself, it's important also that you understand good organizational leadership ethics, right? Then aside from that one too, it's good you also understand good business leadership ethics. Because with respect to business leadership ethics, that's the area where you look things like innovation, things like market leadership and what have you. But for organizational, now the workforce where they make the thing they go well. So if you not get good, if you not sabi lead people, you are not cut out for business.
Absolutely correct. Businesses only fail when the business executive fail. So I'm sure there are more reasons why businesses fail. So Mr. Emmanuel, let's hear from you, sir.
Okay. Another reason why there's high rate of business failure in Nigeria is inadequate funding, inadequate capital. So many people start up businesses not having enough capital to run it effectively for a period of time. You see businesses that start up today, then by the next month, because sales have not started coming in, the fact that you started a business this month is unlikely for you to start getting profit in the next 6 months. So if there's no sufficient capital to keep the business running for at least 6 months without expecting sales, because I think many people go into business with too high expectations.
Yeah.
That they will just start today, tomorrow they will start blowing. It's hardly like that.
Yes.
It's hardly like that. So there'll be a period where sales are not coming in. You still have to employ staff. You still have to pay salaries. You still have to do marketing. You still have to pay bills. You still have to run the business and make it sustainably productive.
You get what you talk now, we be very important. I'm glad you repeat them, and Mr. Anaya, I'm glad you put mouth. So are you saying if person wants to start business for this country, make it consider the first 6 months?
Yes.
Say now you go to foot the bill.
That
consider that you are going to be fueling, buying diesel to your gen without the profit you're making from that. Consider the fact that you are going to be paying salary for 6 months. Consider every expense that you are going to be making without getting any profit. So if you consider that is a strong foundation.
That is it.
Wow. Wow.
So that's why most of the times those big companies, when they start up a new business, they have a high likelihood to succeed because they have enough capital to keep the business running. Even if they are not making profit now, they know that in the next 6 months, in the next 1 year, things would have stabilized, they can make profit. But the average Nigerian that is using his last cash to rent shop, he never do marketing.
True.
He never put up nothing. So there's a high chance that the business will die at arrival.
And they not compare themselves with another company that has been there for a very long time.
In fact,
they don't want to make the same sales. Anyway, thank you so much, Mr. Emmanuel, for that. Now, everybody where they listen to us right now, I hope you're aware that World Consult International, this program is courtesy of World Consult International and the Money Pathfinder show by Mr. Emmanuel and Mr. Anayo. So it's so good to have you guys once again. I'm really enjoying this financial discussion. Now, this capital issue is a very serious issue. So many people, sometimes when we give out financial information, the message that people they send give us now they say, I don't have capital. I don't have capital. So it means that the capital is a big issue. Now, what solution is World Consult International providing to this problem?
Yeah, so we actually have a 3 days program that is coming up.
Okay.
That will be from Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Exactly.
Okay. And the theme of the program is building profitable and sustainable business.
Okay.
Building a profitable and sustainable business. So we'll be giving a full lowdown on most of the points I'm mentioning here. We'll give a full breakdown of them. So points like leadership dynamics and business growth, practical ways to raise capital for business without borrowing, business models and system integration, value, innovation and business scalability, effective marketing strategies for 100% sales increase, exponential business growth through superb customer service. So all this and much more will be teaching on that Zoom meeting Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Okay, now, in that book, Jim Collins, Go Together, they also talked about brutal facts. Now, the brutal fact here right now that we've discovered right now is capital. And if I open the line for 100 people to call me, 99 will complain of capital. So which means we are all in agreement that capital is a major factor.
Indeed.
Why businesses fail.
Yes.
Why and people don't really plan their capital very well. They are just expecting profit just overnight.
Yes.
So now this program that you are coming up with right now, World Consult International, is going to help people maximize their capital, right?
Yeah.
It's going to help people, you know, get more funding for their business.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Discover innovative ways to use their money.
Okay, that is Mr. Mario still here. Or we are all giving you information. We will really help you. Now, going to our next question, what I want to really ask you now. You talked about marketing as one of the things where people need to look out for when they open business. One of my mentors said to me that everybody is a marketer. Whether you are hawking or you are in a shop or you are standing as a service provider, as whatever it is you are doing, you are a marketer. And sometimes when you market yourself very well, you get bigger customers. And there was a time when I was discussing about the Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo because I've lived in this part of the country very well. and I know how the Yoruba people do business. I know how Hausa people do. Hausa people can be very honest. Nobody wants when you see for this Lagos. So you see Hausa people. If they tell you say this yam na 400 or that yam na 400. Yes. So and then Yoruba people, their own will say if this thing na 900, if the price how many are they feel insult you when you come on. And I'm always telling people that they should learn the habit of an average Igbo man. That's an Igbo man is always successful in his business.
Exactly.
If Yoruba man they sell cloth, the cloth is 7,000. You can't go there and say, Madam, you don't agree 200. If he insult you, say, why G? Show that and do that. But you know, this is true, and Igbo man will not do that. I'm a Yoruba boy from Ekiti State, but I'm telling you the fact. We need to learn this. Igbo man, they sell shoe for 7,000. If you go to the house, how much? This is 7,000. You can't tell you get 200. You go tell organ money. Come, make I show you the one of 200. You understand? You go come, I'm telling you, come make I show you the one of 200. Then you go come show you the one of 200. Come let you know, say this one when one say give you for 7,000. You go wear and go so place, wear and go so. Last you go find 6-8. I join that 200. Let's buy that shoe. Understand? So marketing. Now let's talk about marketing. Is marketing a factor for why businesses crash in Nigeria?
Yeah, marketing, you know, businesses with no visibility have no future. Yes. If you are the only one that knows you are doing a great thing, your greatness will die inside you. I mean, nobody will patronize you because there's no form of, you know, in fact, I laugh at times when I hear certain people, especially Christians, just move out based on faith. You know, yes, God will make us successful, and there's no marketing, there's no branding, no
marketing strategy,
no marketing strategy, no going to social media, Facebook, or even the traditional media, radio and whatever, nothing, just faith. Your failure is very much on
faith is the substance of things, hope for, evidence of things not seen.
Because even God himself is a marketer. There's nothing that God does without marketing. Nothing. Even when what you call a miracle is because one way or the other, God ministered to somebody somewhere to come and meet you. So there's no marketing is a principle of life. If you don't market, you don't make sales.
And you know, if you start marketing yourself, the world will know you. If anybody wants to use anything, they will say, go and make yourself. Exactly. When Solomon wanted to build temple, God told him there's this particular people. They can do society, they can do society. Even war, God told one of them, this particular people, they can throw stone. Go and use these people. If they throw you stone, the stone will touch you. Yes, because they marketed themselves well. So I think marketing is very important right now. So now, let me just go back. This is not part of it, but in your training, earlier on, the training was supposed to be for raising capital and giving people information on how to raise capital. This marketing, people need to know it very well. Is marketing strategy part of your training? Of
course. I mean, everything you need to know. You know, basically what people know about marketing is demographics, but we'll cover areas like psychographics, all right? Why people buy, not just...
what is demographics, what is psychographics, so people can understand.
Yeah, demographics, things like maybe people's occupation, their age, you know, where they live, you know, those things. Those are the basic things that people know. And so because of where they live, people can take the market to that place. But we've discovered that at times you can take the market to the place where people live and they still won't buy.
True.
So just knowing the address is not enough. You need to know why they must buy. So that's what psychographics covers. So everything about psychographics, if you both through the online and offline, we will cover that area.
Okay, thank you, Anayo. Mr. Manuel, please, can you tell us another reasons for business failure? You know, Lagosians definitely need to know more. This is the center of excellence, Lagos State. Lagosians needs to know more. Can you tell us another reason for business failure?
Okay, another reason why a good number of businesses fail in Nigeria is poor customer service. If many people tell you about their customer experience when dealing with a particular company or service provider or vendor, it's most of the time an ugly experience. And the moment a customer is not satisfied, not only will he not come back to patronize you, he will tell many other people how poorly you treated him or her, and that's business going down. So the rise or fall of most businesses, it anchors on how quality their customer service is. So it's not enough to have good quality products. If there's no good delivery, if there's no excellence in the delivery of those products and services, it will be counterproductive.
Indeed.
So that's why you see that some businesses, they start up well because they probably have good products or good services and people start coming in. But later on, as people begin to interact with such business or business owners or staff, they now begin to see things that they are not comfortable with, and the owners of the business or the people handling the business are not really paying attention to their needs. So eventually it's a put off. So customers is the only reason why any business will thrive. No customers, no business.
Very true.
So the moment you take out customers out of the equation of business, the products the entrepreneur or whoever is producing is not producing for himself
at all.
So he's producing it for people to patronize. Dangote is Dangote today because he has millions of customers.
And what you said is true. You see, I've always believed and known based on resource and observation that, you see, if like me now, I MC events. If I tell somebody, go on my social media platforms and check me out, they can check me out and still come back to negotiate. But if somebody that I've done a job for before recommends me,
in fact,
they don't negotiate my price. I tell them I want to charge 500 and they pay 500. They trust in people's recommendation. So when you are doing something for people, make sure you are giving your all. Make sure you give your best, because those recommendation and one bad news about you, you will think it's just you and this person.
It will go far.
You will be amazed that somebody in Abuja will say, we will tell you that I hear say when I market the smell, I guess when I food do the done. And whereas it's just one person that just experience it. So this is true. Let me see if we can take just one call, just squeeze in one call. 090-6000 3352 0072221 4389. 090-6000 3352 0072221 4389. The Money Pathfinder Show is right here on Jordan 105.5 FM. Please do call in and let's get to hear your question, because right now our guest will soon come up for studio. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. This is Leon speaking from Demeta.
All right, please go on. We can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, so I really like what you people are saying, and I think people begin to look forward now. It's supposed to be flexible. The economy itself has changed drastically over the years, and we need to look into how we can do this. Just like the person said, more customer service. Very, very important. And I want to say this before I hang on. The people in field referral more stronger than we doing as a student ourselves.
Indeed.
I am a linguist. I speak different languages. I destroy languages, and I get students and referral. So I know what I'm talking about. Thank you for the opportunity.
Nice one. Thank you so much. So you see, we are actually, people are really aligning with this. And imagine if Nigerians have this same mindset. Everybody will be okay. Everybody, at least the reason why you guys are here is for people to be alright.
Exactly.
Not for yourself, so people will be alright.
Exactly.
So, Mr. Emmanuel, please, can you, Mr. Emmanuel talked about the Zoom meeting coming up. Can you lay more emphasis on it? Can you talk more on it? The content of this Zoom meeting.
Okay, thank you. We are having a 3-day business growth workshop, and the theme is building profitable and sustainable businesses. And the whole essence of this is to help people to scale their businesses, to become more productive, to make more money, whatever business they are doing, and to also remain sustainable. Because we are talking about business failure. So some of the things we are going to talk about will not only make them profit in business, but also help them to be sustainably profitable for many years to come. And so some of the sessions or topics that will be captured in this 3 days training includes leadership dynamics and business growth. We are going to be digging deep into this. Like Mr. Anayo mentioned earlier, leadership is one of the biggest reasons why businesses do not survive. We also look at practical ways to raise capital for business without borrowing. So this one is I don't think anybody should miss this one. So we are going to be looking at practical capital raising strategies. We'll also be looking at business models, business models and systems integration. That's also very important. We'll also talk about value innovation and business scalability. We'll also be looking at effective marketing strategies for 100% sales increase. Marketing is also important. You cannot be in business without having and intelligence to how to run your marketing and profit from it. We'll also be looking at exponential business growth through superb customer service. Superb. So we are going to be doing a lot of deep teachings that would help people be able to get full understanding of these areas that we have mentioned. And it's going to be for 3 days. Thursday, that's this Thursday, that's 2 days time. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And it's going to hold on Zoom. So it means that regardless of wherever you are, you can connect for this training. The course fee is 20,000 naira. The course fee is 20,000 naira. The value you are going to get from this training is something that we cannot quantify even in millions. These are things that if we want to really put a very appropriate money tag on it, it won't be less than 100,000 naira for such a training as this. And we are giving 25% discount for the first 10 persons who sign up for this training. We are giving 25% discount. So it means that such persons who are early birds will pay 15,000 naira for these 3 days. And beyond the 3 days, we are going to be having a follow-up, a mentorship follow-up, so that people can practically be able to apply these things and come back to us and tell us some of their challenges and what. We'll have a one-on-one with them, even online or physical, if they can locate us at our office. So like I mentioned, 20,000 naira, but for those that are listening to us right now, and they are ready to sign up immediately, you'll pay 15,000 naira. So what you are going to do is that you are going to take note of these numbers, and you send a message to any of these two numbers asking for the payment details, and the payment details will be sent to you almost immediately. So the moment the payment details is sent to you, the account web and web consult account details will be sent to you. The moment it's sent to you, you pay into the account and send a proof of payment to those same numbers, to any of the two numbers I'm going to mention now. So quickly take down the numbers: 0802 591 0369, 0802 591 0369. The second number is 0803 863 2746, 0803 8632 746. So send a message requesting for the payment details, and it will be sent to you, and you will pay just a token of 15,000 naira for this 3 days business growth workshop.
Yeah, and it's fully packaged. It's a super package training. And in fact, some of the I don't think, if you pay attention to the content that they are going to be talking about, in fact, if you really pay attention to them, you will come out standing on top. You will come out shining. You will come out with a plan. You already know what you want to do with your business as soon as you listen to them. If you come out, listen to them very, very well, you already know where your business will be in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. Guys, please, I highly recommend it. Be part of the Zoom meeting. It's a Zoom meeting, right?
Yes.
Be part of the Zoom meeting.
7 p.m. daily.
7 p.m. daily.
At least 2 hours.
So the money is even very, very small. 3-day program. So thank you, Mr. Nariam.
Yes, sir. Thank you,
for your
sir.
time. Thank you for always looking out for Nigerians. Thank you for always making sure the youths have something to do. Thank you for making sure that Nigerian business still stand erect. God bless you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.